The Major Arena Soccer League is proud to welcome you to MASL Soccer on MASL.TV. Tonight, or I should say this afternoon, it's a matinee affair in Baltimore as the Baltimore Blast hosts the Utica City Football Club. I'm Paul Mittermeier along with Brad Crosley, your broadcasters here today. Take a look at the matchup here today between these two. Blast come in and last spot in the playoffs, 3-3-2. And Brad, Utica City desperation as they are just 5 points in the standings and looking up at the playoff spots.
Bit of a struggle for Utica so far this season. However, Paul, just last week came into Baltimore that not a lot of teams have been able to do and really steal a win from the Blast to get on the good foot. So hopefully some good vibes for Utica here this week, and then again, Baltimore really looking to get that win here at home.
You saw the 100% on the penalty kill. Utica just shorthanded 2 times so far in 25-26. Starting lineups, look at the defense for the Blast. The defenders, Silla and Thompson. Rodriguez gets the start in goal for the Blast, and up front, Mello and Pereira with Guevara at the forward position for the Blast as they look to rebound off of their last time out against San Diego. Keys to the game, controlling the tempo. Obviously for the Blast, they like to kick it around and maintain possession. You got to stay defensively disciplined. And of course, San Diego in particular, that could have been a 6-7-0 game in the first quarter. Instead, San Diego was in it and eventually would come back to win that game.
Absolutely. Baltimore really needs to take advantage and finish their opportunities and definitely stay disciplined, stay out of the box.
All right, Blast start with it, but nice job defensively from Utica, and back they come. Pinal gets stripped by Silla, and now Guevara gets taken down in the midfield, a foul called, and Jairo is slow to get up for the Blast. There'll be a free kick for the Blast in the midfield. Brad, if he doesn't foul him there, he's off to the races.
Yeah, that would have been a good opportunity for Baltimore as Juan plays it down here to...
Frater turns, it's loose. Pereira's on, and he hits it over the bar. Good effort by Juan, but he couldn't quite keep it on target. Pressure, Blast wanted a violation there, but they won't get it. Utica turns it over. Frater gets taken away by Miller, but he stepped into, and Pereira goes to the turf. Pinal muscled him out. Santos on for Utica City. Utica City, a big overtime win. Last time they were here in Baltimore, you mentioned it, Brad. Not too many teams come in and win here, but they were able to come from behind in that game and get the victory. Soler loses the handle. And Blast will play it out. Porch splits the double team, plays it ahead. Chavez back for Porch. Oh, great defensive play there at the last second from Teixeira.
Paul, big addition for the Blast, having Chad Porch back after missing a few games with an injury.
And Porch returns and has an immediate impact for Baltimore. In goal is Xavier Williams for Utica, making his first start of the season for Utica. These two play today and then tomorrow in New York, so you figure that they'll switch keepers up there in New York. Bermuse gets pushed off. Pass back into the defensive end. Cleared. Thompson able to get back defensively. He kicks it away. Now, Hoover Ospina on the floor for the Blast. He's had limited playing time so far here this season. Good outlet pass. Good step in. It's loose, though, in front, and kicked out by Thompson. Nifty play there.
Really well done by Patrick Thompson just to clear that ball. Dangerous spot in the box.
Now Spur plays it to the far side for Juan Alava. Alava had the game winner in the overtime win, had 2 goals in that game, which is only 2 goals of the season.
It's very interesting early here, Paul, to check out the tactics with Baltimore. They've already put the high press up, they put a mid-block in.
Good move, Scott, score! Great lead, Guevara for Mello, and it's a goal for the Blast.
Mello's a name we've called a lot this season, Paul. He's been just amazing for Baltimore.
It's a great setup by Jairo as well. The ability to find Mello, and then he makes no mistake.
It's a good distribution from Julian Rodriguez.
And see, great turn off of the boards there by Guevara to create space.
Does really well along the boards there, picks his head up, and then Mello finishes.
High pressure again from the Blast. And Utica turns it over. Porch settles things down. Ball to Frater. Good one touch from Silla. Now Porch on the near side. They try, but can't connect in the midfield, but Baltimore takes it right back. Blast doing a good job of winning the ball. Good turn by Pereira. Tries for Porch through the middle, but eludes him and goes right into the hands of Williams.
Really like that look by Pereira. Looking for that diagonal pass, just missed on the execution.
Chavez backs it up. Mello plays it back for Rodriguez, and he's got some space. Sweeps it to the far side. Now Frater will run it down. Frater gets pushed from behind. Foul called on Santos, so we'll get a free kick for the Blast.
See what the Blast has here, Paul. They've been looked really, really good on set pieces so far this season.
Two-man wall for Utica. Silla will trigger it. Pereira drive. Oh, deflected, and it came in on Williams. He made the save. Porch digs it out. Good look there for the Blast.
Very nice save by Snare Williams.
Now Bermuse up top. Blast have moved Bermuse to the forward position here today. He'll get a chance here on the far side. Good turn by Welly. Gets a step cross, but Mello couldn't get there that time. Porch battles in the corner. Digs it out. Still has it. Finally turns it over for Pinal.
Such a wonderful pass by Bermuse. You could see what he was looking at. He wanted Mello to make that run into the box.
Chavez with some good pressure, and finally they get the ball back for Williams. He clears, good ball up ahead. Chance for a breakout, but behind Stevens, and Utica has to regroup. Ball off the head of, I'm going to say Thompson, so we'll get a corner here for Utica City. MITRE, the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League, established in 1817, one of the leading soccer brands worldwide. Learn more at MITRE.com. Quick restart. Ball comes through. Blast clear. Mello has a chance. Mello leaves it for Chavez. Chavez in. Referee was going to call the foul. They say play on. Mello still picking himself up off the turf.
I actually don't mind the official playing the advantage there. He was going to call the foul, but it was a clear advantage for Chavez to have a shot on goal.
Off the boards in front. Porch gathers it in. Blast, slow it down. Good ball, Guevara. Ospina. One touch far side. Porch steps in. Good read there by Chad.
Paul, I know we've said his name already. Having Chad Porch back, it just brings another dimension to the Blast.
Now Cemento on a run. Touch to the corner, Guevara. Blast make a run. Guevara gets it back. Porch has it. Chad's free. Pereira back for Porch. Goal! What a setup!
We just called his name, Paul. Again, Chad Porch back in the lineup. Just with his speed alone and obviously his skill. And it was on display there. Wonderful Wonderful goal.
Time to go 6:13, so 3 minutes exactly after the first goal. It's a give and go. Great play by the Blast.
Really nice two-man game between Guevara and Porch, and then Juan Pereira to Porch. Two really nice goals from Baltimore.
Pereira's third assist of the season. Chad Porch picks up goal number 7. And the Blast have a early 2-0 lead. Turnover. Blast on it again. Nascimento plays it forward. Marco digs it out of the corner. Good ball far side for Frater. Come on, settles. Good ball off the boards there. Front shot save. Rebound. And Mello drives right into Williams, who's right there to make the play.
Again, Williams comes up big. Made himself large in the net. Didn't let Mello get the rebound.
Well, Utica's going to have to really step up and start forcing the ball out off the foot of the Blast targets because they're just having a field day right. Loose shot. Oh, and Thompson put it up over the bar. Timeout on the floor. We'll take 1-2. Blast up early, 2-0. Back with more first quarter action after the break.
Fidelity Building Services Group is a national technical services provider for commercial, industrial, and institutional facilities. Our team delivers proactive, world-class service and innovative building solutions, including HVAC services, design build, engineered retrofits, smart building controls, system integration, energy consulting, emergency power generation, and award-winning mission-critical services to our valued customers nationwide.
Okay. Great. Good. Ready for something new?
Yeah.
How about new games from the Maryland Lottery that are letting you go for the gold? Like the Keno Team USA Second Chance promotion. From now until February 22nd, enter Keno tickets into My Lottery Rewards for a chance to win a trip for 2 to the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles or a Team USA merchandise pack.
I meant like a new workout.
Play today.
Welcome back to Baltimore. Blast lead at 2-0 here in the first. Capelli Sport, the official exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider of the Major Arena Soccer League. Visit MASLsoccer.com. Check out all the apparel and team gear. Think you can predict the MASL? Well, head over to NXTBets.com. Place your wagers on the MAL action this season. Don't forget about MASLsoccer.com, your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more right there for you at MASLsoccer.com. Well, Brad, a strong start for the Blast as they've done well getting the ball into the offensive end and creating chances.
Yeah, Utica really needs to settle a bit. This is where teams can tend to get in trouble here in Baltimore. Blast like to get up early, make teams chase, and Baltimore, again, has really changed and dictated the pace of play. Sometimes they're high pressing, sometimes it's mid-block, so Utica needs to make some adjustments.
Toss it to the near side, and Solier heads it into the bench, so we get a kick in for the Blast. Another turnover for Utica City. Good ball for Bramuse. Flicks it to the midfield. That's gathered in, but Ospina steals. You know what I see early, Brad, is a lot of young players on the floor for Baltimore and a lot of energy.
Yes. You know, some key injuries for Baltimore is really going to give some younger guys a chance to, you know, make the best out of their opportunities, which you've seen this year with Chavez, Ospina now getting some work. So
good example there as Bramuse just beat 2 Utica City players to the ball then. Guevara for himself off the boards, but it goes by. And Blast will counter, or Utica will counter now, and Blast get changes and push him back. Good foot there by Chavez. He takes it away. Alejandro loses it. He gets fouled as he gets drilled into the boards. Alejandro slow to get up. It's really amazing to see Chavez after the knee surgeries just come back and not really miss a beat.
Yeah, we just had Chavez on the latest episode of the Blastcast, and he really talked about dealing with adversity, with the injuries, and really looking to progress since those injuries.
We're going to get a defensive clearance here, and we're going to get a top-of-the-arc restart for the Blast. All right, Melo will trigger here, three-man wall for Utica City. To Pereira, it's off of Utica City in the goal. Pereira on the board, and it's 3-0 Blast.
Blast, you can tell they've really done some work in training. As we said, their set pieces this season have been fantastic. As you see, Melo looking for Pereira. Unfortunate deflection for Utica, and Baltimore up 3-0.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's been a tough year for the Blast with bad bounces when they get one back there. There's a tough bounce there for Utica City.
Oh, we have a challenge, Paul. I did not see that.
So Utica City is challenging a foul before. I thought you can challenge, I guess because it's a goal, right?
Well, I don't know if are they challenging. They can't challenge a play before the free kick. Was it during the free kick? They felt there was a foul during the free kick? We'll have to see.
It's kind of fast to have a foul during the free kick. It was one touch.
I don't know if maybe there's some movement off the ball. Hopefully we can get a look at it.
Here's the replay.
I think they may be trying to say Guevara was, a moving pick or something like that. I don't see anything in that, Paul.
I mean, he's just standing there. He comes in and he stands still as the ball gets distributed to the far side.
Yeah.
He's not moving when the ball gets to, he's standing. It'll be interesting. It'll be an interesting decision. It wasn't called a foul on the field, so we'll see what the ruling is here.
I don't see anything in that, Paul. That was obviously part of the set piece, actually.
I mean, talk about play design. That's a great concept there to run a player to the corner and just stand there, right?
That is a great job by Coach Bascom and the coaching staff. Obviously, they've done film study on how Utica sets on set pieces, and they dictated their set piece based on that.
The big thing here is if this is a big call because
after review, there's a foul before the goal, a pick by the player who put his shoulder into the attacking player. No goal.
So they say no goal. They said there was a foul on Guevara. So Utica City will retain their challenge flag. And we go back to 2-0.
Well, Paul, I hope my friend Phil Lavanco is watching the broadcast, because I definitely want to see that on under review, because that's an interesting call. I could understand if the player was moving, the player was not moving.
All right, here's Utica City now. They lose the handle. Foul called on Pereira. I just think, Brad, it's the level of the contact.
As I said, if the player was moving, I could see it more. He was stationary. The Utica player ran into him. He has just as much right to that space as the Utica player does.
Silla fouled by Pinal. Blast now will restart in their defensive third. Ball banged to the corner. Vermoose on it. Wins the ball. Digs it out over Alava. Spina. Back heel for Pereira. He turns it over for Genrick. Near side. Oh, Chavez with an ear steal. Thompson's on it. Last were really bad spacing there was the turned over. Good job by Alava to win it back. Spur. Stevens on now. Chalier. Cemento closes him down. Marco drags it forward and flicks it through the box. Good feed. Chavez gets, almost got the return. Good foot there by Alava to stop that 2-on-1.
I like what I'm seeing from Welly Bermuse here early, Paul. Much more decisive on the ball than he's been the last few weeks.
Chavez off the boards. Leaves it for Porch. Chad making a run here. Nascimento now. Good feed. Mello makes a run. Chavez in. Shot. That's blocked. It's loose and finally swept away by Utica City. Blast triple team here, and Utica City finally able to open some space up. Porch steals. Mello clears, and Blast will change. Good ball for Chalier. Crosses, give and go, but kind of miscommunication there, and Rivera's able just to clear it out of the zone. 4 minutes left here in the first. Blast have been dominant on the possession. Finally, Utica City now has some time with the ball. Quick touch by Alava. He's cut off by Pereira, though, and Spur forced back. Good run by Spur, down the wing, in front. Blast right there. Pereira loses the handle, Spur. Shot, blocked. Good job by the Blast there. Tavares keeps it alive, and Utica City resets with 3.5 left.
Paul, that challenge has seemed to settle Utica down a little bit. As
Shot.
you said, good amount of pressure here.
Shot right on goal there. Blast distribute. Frater just couldn't quite settle as he tried to chest it down in front of the Utica bench. It'll be a kick in for Utica City with 3:13 left in the quarter. The lights are bright, fans are loud. Baltimore and Utica City today. You're watching it right now, but don't forget, you can also check out the highlights, the replays as well on demand. Dangerous play by Utica City as Williams came well out of the net. They were able to recover, and this one will roll around the turn right into the hands of Rodriguez. Frater in, shot, goal! One touch by Frater off the distribution from Rodriguez. It's 3-0.
Rodriguez had an amazing assist last time out here at SECU to Chavez, and now he does it again to Frater.
What a shot by Kevon Frater. It's the second or third time, though, Brad, that the Blast have run past their defenders in the offensive end, and this time the Blast make them pay.
That is very difficult to do if you're Kevon Frater. That is exceptional technique from him. One, to get the timing correct, and then keeps his knee over the ball and finishes it. Really well done.
Last pressure. Ramus nearly gets the turnover, but nice job by Utica City to get it out. Shara pushes it back. Spur. Again, heavy pressure by the Blast, and they get another turnover here. Nascimento scoops it up on the far side.
You could see early on, Paul, like I said, Blast really want to high press, create some turnovers.
Chavez gets a step, turns, gets inside. Chavez, chip! Oh, what a save from Williams. As Chavez had the right idea, he just couldn't get it high enough.
Oh my goodness, that was filthy from Chavez. Put his defender on skates, just couldn't finish. That was fantastic. You can see the level that Chavez brings.
He just got in a bit too far there. Chance now, shot, deflected off Porch over the bar. Well, Utica City buzzing now. foul called here on the Blast. Take a look at this save from Williams. Alejandro just got it.
Chavez going for the little chip-de-doo there. Really nice save by Snare Williams.
Need to bring Dennis and Cabral to practice and show him how to do the scoop. This one taken away. Thompson now leads Pereira out. Blast have it with over a minute left. Chance now. Thompson with some space. Patrick, he's trying to beat his defender. Tries to nutmeg him. It's loose. Two players collide. Silla steals. And what is the call here? Oh, my word. They call the foul in the corner. Wow. Utica City free kick. Miller loses the handle. Good work by Frater to take it away. Banged up the boards. Good ball by Rodriguez. Ospina gets a step. Eber gets taken down from behind, and they blow the whistle. I think the crowd would have been furious if they wouldn't have called that foul. Free kick for the Blast with under a minute to play here in the first quarter.
Utica a bit fortunate there, Paul. Luckily, two defenders were sprinting back on the far side not to give that either a 2-minute penalty or a shootout for Baltimore.
Pereira tries to flick it through, but that gets deflected. Blast have to bring it back out of the defensive end again. Nascimento cut off. Leaves it. Porch gets muscled off the ball. Frater with some good hustle defensively to get back and take it away. Could have been a violation there as Frater played it back, but the referee said it was unintentional, so we play on here with 20 left in the quarter. Break there for the Blast.
Paul, speaking with Coach Bascombe, that's what he wants to see more from Frater, right? Obviously his offensive output, but also the defensive effort as well.
Frater gets taken down. Deflection, corner for the Blast with 9 seconds left in the quarter. It'll be the far corner here. Silla will preside. Porch along this far side, or this near side here. Pereira up top. Silla. Pereira takes a step. Back heel, Porch inside. Chip, goal! With 2.5 left. Mello goes 5-hole. It's 4-0 Blast.
Well, the Blast, again, have been working on some set pieces, but Paul, I will tell you that is not how that one was drawn up at training, but it works out for the Blast. As you can see, they're really trying to go to Juan Pereira.
Look at this touch from Porch just to give him a chance.
And a nutmeg from Mello.
Chad just got a piece, and Williams was late to get there. And that'll do it for the first quarter. Blast with a big late goal in the first. They dominate quarter number one. After one, the Blast lead it 4-0. Back with second quarter action after the break here on MASL TV.
GooseUpCoffee.com. It's just good coffee.
Okay. Great. Good. Ready for something new? Yeah.
How about new games from the Maryland Lottery that are letting you go for the gold? Like the Keno Team USA Second Chance promotion. From now until February 22nd, enter Keno tickets into My Lottery Rewards for a chance to win a trip for two to the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles or a Team USA merchandise pack.
I meant like a new workout. Yeah.
Play today.
If you are looking for the best indoor soccer experience, It doesn't get better than the Baltimore Blast. Right here in SECU Arena. Grab your tickets today on Ticketmaster.
Okay. Great. Good. Ready for something new? Yeah.
How about new games from the Maryland Lottery that are letting you go for the gold, like the Keno Team USA Second Chance promotion? From now until February 22nd, enter Keno tickets into My Lottery Rewards for a chance to win a trip for two to the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles or a Team USA merchandise pack.
I meant like a new workout. Yeah.
Play today.
This is where Anne feels most comfortable. But when she started to feel uncomfortable, this is the MedStar Health Urgent Care team that stepped in and consulted with a specialist, then connected her to a leading cardiologist that diagnosed her blocked artery that could be unblocked with life-saving surgery more quickly, getting her back to where her heart belongs. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
All right, welcome back to Baltimore. As the Blast lead it after one quarter of play 4-0 here in Baltimore. This home-and-home series between the Blast and Utica City. These two teams meet today here in Baltimore. Then they'll drive up to New York this evening, and they'll face off again tomorrow in Utica City. 3 p.m. kickoff up there in New York tomorrow afternoon. So kind of big mentally to get a win here today to kind of take the pressure off of the home and home series.
Absolutely, Paul. Baltimore doing what they want to do here early have looked really, really nice. Pressed when they needed to create some turnovers. Again, have really possessed the ball well, crisp passing, and they've finished their opportunities, which is a key for them that they've kind of lacked over some few games this season. So really, really good start for Baltimore.
They really established things offensively with their targets being able to hold the ball and really dictate what was going on in the offensive end early in that first quarter. All right, so Utica City starts things here in quarter number 2. Pinal over top of the ball here. Blast send out Guevara, Chavez, Ospina, Nascimento, and Thompson. Remember, Brad, in the game here that Utica City won in overtime, the Blast only had one defender. Steal by Thompson. Thompson plays the boards. Guevara chases it down, but Utica City does a nice job defensively to take it away. A great pass up ahead. Chance now for Stevens, but he's backed out by the Blast. Now Spur on the near side. Blast are really kind of putting the pieces back defensively after losing one of their best defenders, probably the best defender overall, to a knee injury. And Mateo Silva, we wish him all the best. He's going to have surgery. Hopefully he'll be back ASAP for the Blast, possibly next year.
Yeah, that's a huge loss for Baltimore, Paul. In his second season, really a sleeper of a defender for a lot of the league, but here in Baltimore, we know he was.
Oh, goal here. Great ball off the boards. It's Genrick with the goal for Utica City to get them on the board here in quarter number 2.
Wonderful work by Utica as the ball gets up to their big target man, Pinal. Plays a nice ball off the board, and then Genrick with a far post finish just past Rodriguez. That's what Utica needed here.
Genrick picks up his second goal of the year. And Pinal, his 9th assist of the season.
In the second quarter, Utica City goal scored by number 20, Genrick, assist to number 33, Pinal. Time to Utica City goal 107.
Time to go 107. And Utica City's right back on it, but around the turn, right into the hands of Rodriguez.
So, Paul, let's not forget, Baltimore at home against San Diego, up 3-0, and San Diego came storming back and ended up winning that match. So Baltimore needs to keep their foot on the gas and not let Utica back in the match.
Porch down the wing. Sila give and go here. That's taken away, but Porch takes it right back. Here's Vermoose now. Well, he shot. Oh, going for that upper 90 far side. He just missed. As he puts it up over the glass, it'll be a goalkeeper distribution for Williams. Yeah, no doubt, Brad. They got to keep the foot down on the pedal. Or the pedal, yeah, the foot on the pedal, right?
Yeah, pedal to the metal.
Breakout here for Utica City. Steven shot, parried away, rebound, save Rodriguez, and blistered into the netting by Miller.
Wonderful reaction save by Rodriguez. Initially makes the first save, back on his feet for the rebound, and a really good save there to keep Baltimore up 4-1.
Well, talk about how big that goal was at the end of the first quarter. Doesn't seem like much, but it's a little bit more breathing room when you give up one. Cavera, again, far side, turns. Tries to hit it off the boards. Great defense there. And referee interferes, so they'll give it to Utica City. Utica City does this formation where their keeper is well out of the goal, but works out for him.
A la Empire Strikers and
right.
Obasi ball out there on the West Coast.
Spur loses it down the wing, gets it back around the turn and into the hands of Rodriguez. And Julian will distribute far side. Mello on the field. Frater swings it far side. Mello one-on-one. Mello leaves it. Porch overruns and had to put on the brakes there to save the possession. Chavez off the boards, makes a run, gets it back and scores! Alejandro Chavez on the board. Frater with an unbelievable pass. It's 5-1 Blast.
Chavez has been on fire the last few matches for Baltimore. Starting to, you can see the trust building between the coaching staff and Chavez.
Well, coming in, Brad, and take a look at the goal here, is it's just a great setup by Chavez off the boards and then the run. Chavez came in 4 goals and 4 assists in his last 3 games. And he tallies here this afternoon.
Wonderful hold-up play by Frater, and then a good run off the ball from Chavez, and a clinical finish near post.
Now on Mello as Teixeira went down. I'm sorry, it's Belliard, not Teixeira, Belliard. Far side, good win over there. Santos now near side. Shalier pushed Nascimento off the ball. Corner kick here for Utica City. Shot deflected and into the hands of Rodriguez. Julian will take his time and then launch. Vermoose challenges in the quarter against Alves. Williams, the good ball up the middle, but too far. And Rodriguez. Outlet. Here's Cavan again. Little back heel. That one, little lazy, gets it back though. Utica City clears. Omar plays it back for Rodriguez.
Yeah, a bit too casual there from Frater.
Well, and again, Blast with some bad spacing, but they work it out.
Again,
another lazy pass from Frater.
Too casual.
Well, referee says play on here. Frater leaves it. Ospina scores! And I'm sure we'll get another challenge flag here, and it's, I'm sure, already on the field.
I will say, Paul, before we even get to the challenge, because Utica has thrown the flag, the finishing today for Baltimore has been absolutely clinical. You can see they are just looking for the corners and finishing.
Well, Ospina looking for his first goal.
Foul before the goal.
Well, certainly if that on the corner of the box was a foul, this has to be a foul, right? I mean, there was contact on that far side. Again, we're challenging fouls. Here's the replay. I mean, what was there a foul there? Let's see it from this angle. Brad, is there enough to overturn this?
I obviously don't know what I'm talking about, Paul, because I didn't think there was on the last one. So
I mean,
we'll see. We'll see what the officiating officials on the field are thinking. They are still looking at the replay, I can see.
The two are battling for the ball. I mean, I don't really see Frater when there's some contact with both feet coming together.
After review, there was a foul before the goal. Goal's no good.
All right, so the second goal disallowed for the Blast.
Tripping foul on Blast number 31, Don Frater. Free kick, Utica City.
Blast have 6 players on the field. No, you know what? They don't. Is it me, Brad, or does the goalkeeper jersey look similar to?
Oh, it's very similar. It's very similar. So that's 2 goals disallowed on challenges. So
of fouls.
Yeah, or foul. Yeah, Utica definitely using the challenge flag to their advantage.
I mean, now, if I'm the Blast, if there's any sort of contact and the Utica scores a goal, you can throw the challenge flag. Shot here goes just wide. Bramoose on that far side pulled the trigger. So Utica City still down 4 with Bramoose fouled. Miller tripped him up as he came back defensively.
Tripping foul on Utica City number 22, Robert Miller Jr. Rick Blast.
Sila will trigger it in. Good ball for Guevara. There's Mello on the far side. Oh, good ball from Sila, but it got tipped and deflected. And we'll get our first. Oh, Chavez headed it before it went 3 lines. Foul called on Genrick. I thought that was going to go 3, and then Chavez headed it down.
It was definitely going to be a 3-line violation.
And Mello will do some shoe tying on behalf of the Blast keeper.
Speaking of shoes, Paul, I have to say, those shoes Mello is wearing, those things are...
Oh, the gold shoes, yeah.
Those things are nice.
Mello flicks it into the corner. Here's Guevara. Iro. Back out for Nascimento. Porch far side. Ospina. Frater again. Kawan's got an assist, and he's gotten one taken off the board, too. Good back heel here for Frater. Good ball here, Chavez. Quick chip back for Frater. It's loose. Chavez. Oh, it's loose in the box. Score! Frater scores. Will we see a third challenge flag?
The ball ping-ponging around the box. Fortuitous bends for Baltimore. As you saw, Frater started this. Chavez a little chip. Bounces around, and then Frater pokes it home.
Oh, Cuban picks up the loose change. Time of the goal. 6:07. Blast in control, 6-1. Oh, loose ball goal. Right off the restart. Shalier, the beneficiary, in the box. Tough bounce there for Rodriguez.
Very poor defending from Baltimore. Omar Sila loses his man. And nice pass off the boards. And just Shalier wide open in the box.
38 seconds after the Blast goal. Actually, check that. It was 8 seconds after the goal. Santos gets the assist. Melo gets back defensively. Pereira runs through, dummies it. Now Juan will win the possession.
Great dummy by Pereira. Got himself out of a lot of pressure there with that. Just really well done. Smart soccer IQ.
Blast will press up top. Oh, bad pass here. Pereira steals. Juan will run it back. Rodriguez creates some space and brings it into the midfield. Good dump down for Guevara. Pyro again, controls play, ball off the boards in front. No one home, Silla kicks it free. Ball still loose along the turn. Oh, nice little dip move by Pinal, but Silla steals it away. Melo has it, Melo shoots, and it's a goal! How did that get through? Melo, the hat trick! And the Blast are back up 7-2.
Wow, I thought Snare Williams saved that. It just creeps under his leg, unfortunately for Utica. And as we take a look here, Paul, Melo was going to look to go to Chad Porch, but took it himself.
I think he was trying to set up Chad, and he saw that Williams was cheating, and it got deflected.
Oh, deflected.
Off his foot. All right, timeout on the floor. Blast up by 5. Midway through the second, back with more from Baltimore.
Fidelity Building Services Group is a national technical services provider for commercial, industrial, and institutional facilities. Our team delivers proactive, world-class service and innovative building solutions, including HVAC services, design build, engineered retrofits, smart building controls, system integration, energy consulting, emergency power generation, and award-winning mission-critical services to our valued customers nationwide.
As parents, we want to put our children on the right path, one that leads them to become intelligent, responsible, compassionate adults. That path begins with a Catholic education. Catholic schools inspire academic excellence with a balanced curriculum that integrates music, arts, world language, and Catholic faith, while challenging students in the areas of science, math, and technology. Help your child reach their full potential. Enroll in a Catholic school today.
Welcome back to Baltimore Blast, lead at 7-2. Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Galazo Network. Alex Bastavansky, Phil Lamanco, joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics.
And like I said, Paul, I would like to see that pick play that was reviewed. I'd love to see that on the review and hear head of official take on that. Ryan Sigich.
Shot here, that's deflected. Good work by Chavez on the defensive end. And Utica City forced back. There's Miller. It's double team, taken away. Blast will regroups. Ospina gets a step. Threads the needle for Porch. It's just a bit too far. Good vision there by Eber. Frater. Double teamed. Ball comes free. Come on, gets it back and regroups. Porch leaves it back. Pereira chips around the defender. Now, Juan steps in. Whiffs on the back heel, but gets it back. Frater, good work at the target. Now Frater makes a move towards goal. It's right past him. Good look there by the Blast.
That was a great look and a fantastic run off the ball by Frater.
Ospina shoots. That's blocked. It was going to go wide anyway. Blast regroup. That would have been an amazing goal. Thompson leaves it. Mello. Bramuse. Drags to the corner.
Blast had Utica pin here. Utica was on the long substitution change. They could not get off the field there. But Williams gathered the ball. They were able to switch out some personnel.
Tavares, we talked about that. The Blast will get that. They'll get the possession and make it tough on you because they'll just keep it for 2 minutes. Again, foul called here, and there's a Blast player down on the far side.
There's two of them down. Well, Mello down and Pereira down.
Mello gets back up. Juan, not so quickly. There's the replay. Oh. All right, Pereira triggers it in. Look at that replay, Brad. That was a pretty vicious foul.
It was. It was.
Bramuse gets free. Well, he can't turn, but Pereira helps.
Paul, I've been keeping an eye on Tavares, number 8 for Utica all game. He is a very, very physical defender.
Sila sweeps it forward and around the turn into the hands of Williams. He'll distribute. Good ball here. Now Cemento heads it back into the midfield, and Bramuse right there. Good ball into the middle, but the Blast are there defensively, and here comes Bramuse with breakout. Bramuse gets taken down, foul called here. What a smart play by Bramuse, and it's a 2-minute penalty. Eventually, you thought you might get one, as Tavares will go here, as Utica City's really ratcheted up the physicality here in quarter number 2.
Paul, I think that was more of an accumulation of the fouls. He had gone into some really, really tough tackles here recently.
Well, you know what Welly's going to do here. He's going to quick turn and go to the goal, and he just got eliminated. All right, here we go, power play. Utica City has not given up a power play goal this year. They're 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. Blast coming at 33% on the season. Now, Chad Porch will play the middle of this Blast power play. That's interesting. They had been putting Mello in the middle of the box.
It's pretty remarkable. Utica's only had 2 penalty kills this season.
Porch hits the underside of the bar, and it caroms in. Or check that it was Sila to hit the underside of the bar. Porch scores off of Utica City, and it's a power play goal for the Blast.
The Blast this season have really been unfortunate with own goals and bad bounces. And unfortunately for Utica today, they've gotten a few themselves. As Sila rips it off the bar.
Nothing new about that.
And Chad Porch rips it off the far post, and just an unfortunate deflection there for Alava.
Porch from Sela. Time to go 11:21. They're going to give it unassisted. How do you not give Sela an assist on that? I guess because it's an own goal, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't really an own goal. It was a deflection.
Well, in MASL, there are no own goals officially. They always give the goal to the shooter.
Ball off the boards of Spina, run off. Nice play there. So Utica City gives up their first shorthanded goal of the year. It's an offensive explosion in here for the Blast in the first half. 8 Blast goals here in the first half. Rodriguez parries that away. Utica City runs it down far side. Pinal gets some space, turns just wide. Good look there by Sergio.
Pinal very quiet in this first half for Utica. They're really going to need him to get moving if they're going to get back in the match.
Foul called away from the ball on the Blast. So we get a free kick here for Utica City in the defensive end. Quick restart. And Rodriguez denies.
Blast very unorganized there, Paul. Very unorganized on the restart.
Well, it was a quick restart.
It was.
There's a chance. That's blocked by Nascimento. Lava goal! Stevens knocks it home, and the Blast lead at 8-3.
Very interesting to see the formation there for Baltimore. Nascimento all the way high, and Guevara down on the back post, where eventually this goal gets scored.
Time to go 12:37.
Saw Nascimento come all the way out to try and mark.
Well, check that, Alves in the goal, not Stevens. So Alves gets the goal, his 4th of the season. And Utica City back within 5. There's Frater, Mello. Porch spins Teixeira around, and now back to Frater on the far side. Chavez gets pushed to the turf. No call there. Frater gets pushed down by Alava in the foul called. Blast will kick it in here with 1:48 left in the half. And Alvarez was, or Chavez was frustrated because Genrich just keeps pushing him to the floor. So Chavez pushed him back.
It's no secret these two teams do not like each other. They see each other a lot during the season.
Oh, what a save by Williams off the Blast there. And Ramus gets pushed to the turf. The Blast restart, but that's evidently not allowed here. What is the difference?
Blast wanted to go quick because, again, Utica's in the long change, and they had him caught. But no, says referee Wilkins.
All right, here we go. 3-man wall. Sela. Porch tries to play it low, but that's a good block there by Alava.
Wonderful defense by Alava.
Sweep it near side, Sela. Tavares gets there first ahead of Guevara. Good back heel up the boards. Blast, though, hands in Utica City. It deflects right into the hands of Williams. All right, minute 20 left. Nascimento runs it down far side. Chips it forward. Good ball, Marco, and then
what
to
a
the
pass
middle.
by Juan Pereira there. Great
Melo.
first touch.
Guevara. Blast will slow it down with approaching 1 minute left. Oh, Pereira gets 2 steps. Pereira in, now holds it up. Juan got all the way, but didn't get a shot off. Now a steal. Patrick Thompson there on the recovery. A good touch up ahead. Bramuse gets pushed off the ball, gets taken down. Well, I'm throwing a flag here if Utica City scores. Rodriguez makes the play. Blast breakout, 30 seconds left. Mello far side. Pereira helps. Bramuse can't handle it. Shalier plays it back. Stevens plays it far side. Last chance here for Utica City. Ball deflects off the boards, and Stevens puts it into the mesh with 8.8 left. Well, it is a goal fest here in Baltimore here in the first half. 11 first half goals.
Great for the crowd on hand, great for our MSL TV fans. Really, really exciting indoor soccer.
Having trouble retrieving the ball. There we go. Get a goalkeeper distribution for Rodriguez with 8.8 left. And Julian just throws it down the floor. Finally gets rid of it. Oh, bounces free. Bramuse gets called for the foul. 4 seconds left, and it's Utica's ball. Go down the boards. They're going to have to hurry here to get a shot off. And that'll do it. Blast pin it in the corner, and that'll do it. Blast, an 8-goal outburst. Mello with the hat trick in that first half. Chavez, Frater, Chad Porch with 2 goals for the Blast. And for Utica City, Genrick, Shalier, and Alves from Alava, as it's 8-3 Baltimore after 1 half of play. We'll come back with halftime after the break here in Baltimore. Blast 8, Utica City 3, back with halftime after the break.
I just wanna be victorious. Doesn't matter what my story is. Even when the darkness shines, I'm not gonna lose this fight. I just wanna be victorious. Fire in the flames, it's glorious. Even when the darkness calls, I'm not gonna lose it all. I just wanna be victorious. Us, victorious.
Fidelity Building Services Group is a national technical services provider for commercial, industrial, and institutional facilities. Our team delivers proactive, world-class service and innovative building solutions, including HVAC services, design build, engineered retrofits, smart building controls, system integration, energy consulting, emergency power generation, and award-winning mission-critical services to our valued customers nationwide.
This is where Anne feels most comfortable. But when she started to feel uncomfortable, this is the MedStar Health Urgent Care team that stepped in and consulted with a specialist, then connected her to a leading cardiologist that diagnosed her blocked artery that could be unblocked with life-saving surgery that allowed Anne to heal more quickly, getting her back to where her heart belongs. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
This is TU, where big college promises turn into life-changing action. Opportunity here isn't pie-in-the-sky thinking. It's out there in the world doing. Potential isn't in the future. It's now, in every line of code, in every creative spark. And discovery isn't starting from scratch. It's digging in, to your existing momentum. Join a community of doers and grab life by the stripes at Towson University.
As parents, we want to put our children on the right path, one that leads them to become intelligent, responsible, compassionate adults. That path begins with a Catholic education. Catholic schools inspire academic excellence with a balanced curriculum that integrates music, arts, world language, and Catholic faith, while challenging students in the areas of science, math, reach their full potential. Enroll in a Catholic school today.
Shoot! He scores!
How goes it, folks? This is MASL in 5, back for another week. Hope everyone is doing great. Things are heating up across the league, and there are some big matchups happening this weekend. I've only got 5 minutes to fill you in, so let's get to it.
Inside for Lima. Lima with a strike. It's wide. 5 seconds on the clock. Caceres. It's a heel flick goal. Nani Mendoza levels it with 3.3 seconds at the Excesso show where center the Tacoma Stars have forced overtime.
Nani Mendoza with a flair for the dramatic as he ties it up at the death for Tacoma last week against St. Louis. Overtime solved nothing. So they went to the shootout. Michael Ramos beats Paulo Nascimento here to put the Stars up. And then on the next play, Robbie Cristo can't put it home. Tacoma pulls out the unlikely 7-6 comeback win over St. Louis. It was a big week for San Diego, who traveled east. First stop was Baltimore. The Blast shot out of the gate, scoring the first 3 goals of the game, but the Sockers rallied back, scoring 5 in a row. San Diego showing its resilience. They take down the Blast 9-6. The next day, the Sockers were in Utica, and again, they were down early by 3 goals. Once again, though, they managed to rally back. Boris Pardo, huge between the posts for San Diego as they scratch and claw for the 4-3 win over UCFC. Empire was in desperate need of a win against Tacoma, and their offense finally woke up in this one. They were absolutely dominant, scoring a season-high 10 goals. Marco Fabian had a marker, and Alan Perez paced the Strikers with 4 points. He was the game's first star as they thumped Tacoma 10-3. 2 of the league's oldest rivals locked horns once again in Kansas City as the Comets hosted the Wave. It was tight the entire way in this one, but ultimately the Wave just a bit too much, winning it 7-6. Mario Alvarez had 5 points for Milwaukee. And it was a special day and week for Comets broadcaster Nick Vassos. The city of Kansas City proclaimed January 8th to be Nick Vassos Day, and the Comets honored the longtime broadcaster during the game. 30 years Nick has been calling games for the Comets. Congratulations, buddy. One big matchup this weekend, the spotlight. San Diego travels to Milwaukee to face the Wave. Arguably the league's top 2 teams so far. The Wave knocked off 8-4 in their lone meeting of the season back on December 7th. Kickoff is 7:05 p.m. in Milwaukee. Let's take a look at your scoring leaders thus far. Zach Reich continuing to dominate with 23 points. His teammate Rion Marquez second with 17. And then 3 guys knotted at 16 points apiece. Sanchez, Charlie Gonzalez, and from Baltimore, Donatos Mello to round out your top 5. Your players of the week: in goal, Boris Pardo from the San Diego Sockers. Offensively, his teammate Nick Pereira getting the nod. And defensively, Mario Alvarez, Super Mario from the Milwaukee Wave. Let's start with Nick. He had 4 points and was named the first star of the game as he helped rally the Sockers back from a huge deficit against the Blast. Mario Alvarez, fantastic against the KC Comets. He was also named first star in that game. 5 points in the contest, 2 goals and 3 assists. And in goal, Boris Pardo, fantastic between the posts. He stopped 11 of 12 shots against UCFC to help San Diego come back in that game. Your plays of the week now.
Back out wide, Silva, down low to Pinal. Option is Alves. Off the boards to himself. What a goal!
Tetsane to Nacho, cross to Regan. Top shelf where Grandma keeps the cookies.
Danny Waltman was our first. Salami fires it. Que golazo! Yuri calls his own number off the boards. Correa goes sliding. Cristo, wide open goal.
Chavez breaks out. Chavez speed. Chavez down the wing. He scores! Chavez, what a run to tie the game at 5!
Trust your team.
Oh, Regan almost got it over Willie B, who flew into the air like Superman. Here comes Sanchez. Sanchez thought about it. Now he'll try the left-footed shot, and he rips it home. Sanchez is perfectly healthy. A left-footed blistering shot gives the Wave a 1-goal lead.
5 seconds on the clock. Caceres, it's a heel flick goal. Nani Mendoza levels it. If Beretta makes a save, Tacoma Stars have a win. Cristo on the run-up. He's wide. The Tacoma Stars fight this game off. They get a win. They stay perfect at home.
And that's all the time we've got for today. But just a reminder, all throughout the season, to stay up to date with everything that's going on in the Major Arena Soccer League, be sure to check out the league's official social media outlets. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Merit Clubs is the place where you can find your people, your power, your center. The club where you find yourself. Merit Clubs, fitness that matters.
If you are looking for the best indoor soccer experience, it doesn't get better than the Baltimore Blast, right here in Towson Arena. Grab your tickets today on Ticketmaster.
Okay. Great. Good. Ready for something new? Yeah.
How about new games from the Maryland Lottery that are letting you go for the gold, like the Keno Team USA Second Chance promotion? From now until February 22nd, enter Keno tickets into My Lottery Rewards for a chance to win a trip for 2 to the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles or a Team USA merchandise pack.
I meant like a new workout. Yeah.
Play today.
As parents, we want to put our children on the right path, one that leads them to become intelligent, responsible, compassionate adults. That path begins with a Catholic education. Catholic schools inspire academic excellence with a balanced curriculum that integrates music, arts, world language, and Catholic faith, while challenging students in the areas of science, math, and technology. Help your child reach their full potential. Enroll in a Catholic school today.
This is TU, where big college promises turn into life-changing action. Opportunity here isn't in the world doing. Potential isn't in the future, it's in every creative spark. And discovery isn't starting from scratch, it's digging in to your existing momentum. Join a community of doers and grab life by the stripes at Towson University.
I just wanna be victorious. Doesn't matter what my story is. Even when the darkness shines, I'm not gonna lose this fight. I just wanna be victorious. Fire in the flames, it's glorious. Even when the darkness calls, I'm not gonna lose it all. I just wanna be victorious. Us, victorious. Us, victorious, us, victorious.
Merrick Clubs is the place where you can find your people, your power, your center. The club where you find yourself. Merrick Clubs.
And welcome back. Now ready to start the third quarter here in Baltimore. You're watching the game on MASL TV. Don't forget to subscribe. On YouTube, you'll find rebroadcast, MASL shows, highlights, and more. And Brad, a lot of highlights in that first half. Let's get to them. As the Blast exploded offensively in that first half. It all started early in the first quarter.
Yeah, Baltimore really active early. Some really good passing, crisp passing, good movement off the ball. As you can see right there, a good example of that as Chad Porch finishes it for Baltimore.
The give and go there gave the Blast an early lead. A couple goals were wiped off the board, but look at this one, Brad. Wow.
Fantastic distribution from Rodriguez and an even better finish from Frater.
That's Rodriguez's third assist of the year. Great play by Porch there to keep it alive. And Blast led it 4-0 after one. Utica would respond.
They would. Their big man up front, Pinal, with a good ball up the boards. Genrich with the finish, and Utica was on the board.
Blasto would not be denied. Another great setup by Frater there with the assist to Chavez. Blast were off and running again.
Yeah, another little flick between Chavez and Frater. And Frater a bit fortunate there. Ball bounces. Hey, look what I found. And it's toe poking in the net.
Interesting to see if Chavez gets an assist on that one. I didn't give him one. Utica City scores here. Schlier off the board just 8 seconds later. But again, the Blast would keep coming.
They would. Mello, again, a nice fortunate bounce for Baltimore as it goes through the leg of Snare Williams.
And then off the crossbar here, Porch gets credit for the goal. I talked to the stats crew. Silla does not get an assist on that because it bounced off of the defender. So just a goal for Porch. And then late in the first half, great finish there from Alves. As Alves with the finish there picks up goal number 4 on the season. Blast outshot Utica City 19-12 in that first half. 10 fouls to 8. It was a physical first half, and a couple of goals disallowed for the Blast.
Yeah, good utilization of the challenge flag by Utica, winning 2 challenges, taking 2 goals off the board for the Blast. And it's always a physical affair when it's Baltimore Utica. Again, they see each other so often and tend to be very physical affairs.
And they'll see each other today and then again tomorrow up in New York. And one other note on that first half, Julian Rodriguez, 6 saves for the Blast, 5 saves in that second quarter for Baltimore.
Be interesting to see what changes Utica makes here in the second half, because obviously they do need to make some. They can't be doing the same things as the first half, and you know, Baltimore's really been utilizing that high press, creating turnovers. So see what changes Utica has in store in the second half.
Get the latest news on the MASL, your favorite teams, by following MASL Soccer on Facebook, Instagram, and MASL Arena on Twitter as well. So we're just about ready here. Blast getting their final instructions. Utica City out, ready to go here in the third. Blast will start things here in quarter number 3. As they look to get a win after a couple of tough losses. One in overtime to Utica, one against San Diego. Blast hoping to get back in the win column here today, and they're 30 minutes away. Rivera will start with it for the Blast, and we are underway. Third quarter action. Pereira goes around his defender. Pereira in, blocked, and Sila steps in, drive, blocked, rebound, score. Rivera puts it home. It's 9-3 Blast.
That's a great start for the Blast. I was going to say, a key is to keep the foot on the gas for Baltimore. On the other hand, Utica needed to reduce the turnovers. And Baltimore, 12 seconds into the half.
Yeah, just fought through a couple of blocks, just kept on coming, and then Guevara puts it home to make it 9-3. And it all started with Pereira getting by his defender. Sila stepped in, and then finally Guevara rips it home.
Utica done a good job there to get in the shooting lane, but the rebound bounces to Rivera.
Sula picks up that assist. Omar now with 12 assists on the season.
Omar's distribution this year has been phenomenal. It really has. When you can get that type of production from a defender.
That's what you're looking for, right? Well, Pereira's shaken up. He's down in the corner. Still down. Referee plays on and finally stop it. It looks like Juan hurt his looked like it was his wrist.
I'm actually very surprised they stopped the play there. It wasn't an apparent head injury, and Utica was actually in a scoring opportunity there. They played a great ball off the boards. Bit unfortunate.
Well, I have a feeling if Utica would have scored there, there would have been another challenge flag on the field. Looked like Juan got pushed to the ground in that corner, and when he landed awkwardly on that wrist. He's going to shake it off and come to the bench. Here's the replay. And you see Miller goes in and looks like he tripped him. And then looked like Juan hit that wrist on the boards.
Yeah, it fell awkwardly into the boards. And now in the league, if the trainer comes out, that player is out for minimum 2 minutes.
Drive by Stevens is blocked. And Williams has to run out. It's deflected into the goal. Frater puts it home, and the Blast are up 10-3.
Paul, that is one of the wildest goals I've ever seen. Great hustle from Frater, and just a crazy deflection we'll see here as Snare Williams comes out to the yellow line.
And will we see another challenge flag? A lot of contact there from Frater on Williams, and Frater just kicked it, and it went into the goal. And Williams is still injured. He's still down. It looks like Brian Wilkins got the jersey on. I know Everton didn't want to play Wilkins today. He was going to play him tomorrow, but it looks like he's going to come in here at 10-3 with Williams shaken up.
Yeah, Snare Williams still down on the floor, and like you said, Paul, we just see Wilkins getting his gloves on, preparing to warm up, and Wilkins has been
phenomenal.
Lights out for Utica. I know their record may not show, but he has really kept them in games this year. He's played really well.
So he'll get the call here with Williams getting the attention. The other side, Frater with the hat trick. He's up to 6 goals on the year right now. And the storyline right now for the Blast, Brad, as we see Wilkin really having trouble putting any pressure on that right foot. Storyline for the Blast has been the return of Jonathan Mello. 11 goals now for Mello in the first, what are we talking here? First, what, not 8+ games after he struggled last year with injury, and really the emergence of Omar Sila coming in and really becoming one of the best distribution defenders in the league.
Very frustrating season last season for Mello, as you said. Battled injury all season. Really such a bonus for Baltimore. Obviously his scoring prowess, but also his experience on the field. It's just been really, really great to see.
Cemento battles Genrick in the corner. Reverses field and dribbles it out for Frater. And not called on Genrick. Rasto triggered in far side. And Cemento mishit that one. And Rodriguez had to come and get it. Ramus gets pushed into the boards. And that should be 2 minutes as he just got shoved right into the boards on this near side. Just a foul though. Blast will restart it. Chavez. Backs it out. Blast will regroup. Rodriguez brings it across the yellow line to midfield and drives it into the net. Goalkeeper distribution here for Wilkin. Major problems retrieving the ball on that end of the floor today. Not even going to try to throw it. They're going to walk it all the way out to the edge here. And we'll get the goalkeeper distribution here early in the third. How does this affect a home and home when one team's up by a large margin?
It's interesting for both teams, right? Because again, teams tend to struggle here at SECU, and Baltimore's been relentless today. Again, with that pressure, creating turnovers. Be a little different story, I would imagine, tomorrow in Utica with the bigger field. But you can only think it would have to affect the psyche, right?
Well, I think if you're Utica, if you're Everton, you got to be trying to build some momentum for tomorrow, right? Just got to keep playing, try to find something. Chavez down the wing, puts it in front. Oh, the Moose tried to nutmeg the defender, but got a piece, and Wilkin was right there to make the play. And Thompson's going to get called for the foul here as he grabbed on that far side, and we'll get a restart here for Utica.
It's a silly foul on Thompson. As Mark has his back to the goal, he's not dangerous there. Just needs to hold him up and make him play the ball.
So a good chance here for Utica City. Another thing, too, I talked about the big lead, but, it is Baltimore. Steal here. Mello gets called for the handball. It is Baltimore, and anything can happen in a small field, and you never know. Utica could get back into this game.
Absolutely true. There's no lead safe here at SECU. That's why I've continued to harp on Baltimore being aggressive.
There you go, score. Chillier turned, and we're not sure who will get it. It might be Alves again with the tip in, or Chillier might have just scored straight out.
I think it was Alves. That was a picture-perfect turn by Chillier. That's how you do it. You see here, he's actually using the Baltimore defenders.
I think they might give it to Chillier because I think that went straight in. We'll see. If it is Chillier, it's his second of the game. Well, like I said, they'll give it to Alves.
But again, well done by Chillier. He was using Baltimore's defender's own leverage against him and turned on him and gave him a great ball.
I mean, you just can't relax here at all. The second you relax, you pay. All right, Blast lead it now 10-4. Freighter near side. Pereira. Spina on the far side. Good ball. Freighter. There's Porch. Good one touch for Freighter. Good swipe to the far side and chip down the boards for Freighter. Devon's got some space. Goes around the double team. Still has it. Comes hard off the boards, and Utica City gathers it in. Good chip by Alava, and this will be 3 lines. I think Utica City just wanted to get off the field, and they were going to get it out any way they could, and they'll take a Blast restart at the yellow to get it out and make some changes.
So I've been noticing shoes today, Paul, and I think Omar Sila had a shoe malfunction because he's now wearing 2 different types of shoes.
I see that. Goal, shot. Blocked. Good work by Stevens there. A hustle and a foul called here as Teixeira ran into Rodriguez. That'll be a goalkeeper distribution for Rodriguez. And Rodriguez in goal today. I think we may see Jorge Navarrete. There's a foul as Santos pushed Guevara into the boards.
That's a very, very dangerous play. The man's back is to the defender up against the boards. Dangerous play there.
There's Pereira now. Turns it over. Oh, with a toe poke. Porch right there to clear. And Cemento couldn't get it through, and Utica City takes over. They have it with 5 gone here in the third. Wilkins going to make a run. Shoots just wide. Rebound is loose, and it's a goal. Shalir puts it home, and looks like that is 10-5.
Here we go, Paul. Goals aplenty here today, and like you said, you sleep for a second, and the team's back in the game. As Wilkin is not afraid to come up. He does this all the time. He has a great shot, and Baltimore can't control the carom, and Shalier's Johnny on the spot puts it in.
Yeah, just pinballed around the box. Ended up in the back of the net. Chavez, that just goes wide. Dangerous pass here. Wilkin able to clear. Great ball. Forces Rodriguez. It's loose. Utica City can't pull the trigger. Ramoose keeps it alive. He goes down. Utica City keeps it alive. Brad, next goal here is huge in this game.
It is, and you can see already just with the appearance of Wilkin, he's a much better distributor of the ball than Snare Williams, and it's obvious. It really is magnified here at SECU, and Wilkin is very good.
Again, he gives it away. Just holds Ramoose up. Into the crowd. I mean, Wilkin just grabbed Ramoose. Distribution here for Rodriguez.
Coach David Bascone, Paul, having a very interesting discussion with the official.
Mello on the turn, he gets it free. Rivera can't get around the double team. And they call the foul on Jairo.
Match is getting a little sloppy, Paul, a little sloppy. Like to see both teams settle down.
So after the couple early Blast goals, the Utica City football team has answered. They've gotten the last 2. Wilkin has come out here on fire.
Read that play really nicely.
Again, was able to win the ball. Now foul called on Frater. This is exactly, honestly, this is exactly what Utica City wants. I mean, they just want to open up and have as much chaos as possible. Oh, Rodriguez with the big play to come out and make that one, and then Miller puts it up into the crowd. We got a timeout on the floor, and we'll take one too. 7:51 left here in the third. Blast by 5. They lead at 10-5. Back with more after the break.
Okay. Great. Good. Ready for something new? Yeah.
How about new games from the Maryland Lottery that are letting you go for the gold? Like the Keno Team USA Second Chance promotion. From now until February 22nd, enter Keno tickets into My Lottery Rewards for a chance to win a trip for 2 to the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles or a Team USA merchandise pack.
I meant like a new workout.
Yeah.
Play today.
If you are looking for the best indoor soccer experience, it doesn't get better than the Baltimore Blast. Right here in Towson Arena. On Ticketmaster.
Welcome back to Baltimore. Blast lead at 10-5. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. And Capelli Sport is the official and exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider of the Major Arena Soccer League. Visit MASLsoccer.com and you can shop the all-new MASL fan store for the latest MASL and team gear. Blast will start things here midway through the third. Third quarter goals, Guevara and Frater for the Blast, Alves and Chalier for Utica City. And we're right where we were to start the third. Chalier pushes Pereira off the ball, shoots, and it goes high off the glass. Sela clears, and Stevens will settle it down.
It's a good diagonal ball to Belliard.
Good block by Bramuse. Took that one right in the midsection. And Wilkin will drive it down the corridor and into the outer reaches of the SECU Arena.
That might be in the parking lot. That was perfectly down the corridor.
Yeah, you might want to get a new ball.
Yeah, on that previous play, Paul, it was a little too much with the ball by Juan Pereira. I'd like to see him give that up a little sooner. Good pressure by Chalier, and it created a scoring opportunity for Utica.
All right, Blast trigger it in. Well, those two goals have definitely given Utica City some energy. Blast now look to counter. Chavez dribbles out of the corner. Steele with some room. Rivera double teamed and she'll go out of play off of Utica City, so we're going to kick in for the Blast. 6:46 left. Steele off the boards, comes in front, and Chad Porch launches it into the lower deck. Another goalkeeper distribution for Wilkin and Utica City.
It's a good thought by Sela, going for the wall pass. And it's a difficult ball for Porch. Almost the yellow line to really get over that. Really got to get your body over it.
A little too much steam on that one, right? Pinal keeps the ball away from Rodriguez, but commits the foul. Got to start keeping track of fouls, Brad, because they're starting to accumulate here in this game. Ball to the corner. Wilkin leans in on Frater. Good ball up the boards. Utica City turns it over, but keep it alive down the wing. Cemento cuts him off at the turn. Chavez battles, comes free, gets taken down from behind another foul. This one's on Tavares. Both teams in double-digit fouls now. Bramuse. Good back heel. Mello shot just wide. He had Porch far side. Kind of got caught in between.
Good pressure here from Baltimore.
And this will be three lines. As Wilkin plays it for Chalier. Good pass, but Barbaro was into the offensive end, so the three-line violation. Yellow line restart for the Blast. Pereira's drive is blocked.
That winning number again, 790-988.
Porch. Mello. Good ball by Pereira. That's headed back, though, and now a chance for Utica City. Pereira steps in. Alves' shot is blocked. Good work there. Porch with the steal. Moves around Chalier. Oh, good steal by Santos on the boards, 3-on-2. Santos drags it, shoots. Rodriguez the save.
Really good back check by Chalier to create that turnover.
Outlet for Pereira was too far. Wilkin kind of using Wilkin as a field player, but he's still far out of that goal. Pinal tries to turn, loses the handle. Sila, Pereira, Frater, chips, just wide. Stevens can't head it down. Pereira steals. Tries the center for Sila, that's taken away. Silva's down. He gets back up. Ospina leaves it. Frater can't get a piece, and Silva's out with it. He gets fouled by Porch, and we'll get a free kick here for Utica City. Wilkin comes way up again as that sixth attacker. So really, Utica City's been playing sixth attacker now for 20 minutes, or they'll be playing for 20 minutes if this continues to be the case, because we're just under 5 here in the third quarter. This one goes into the crowd, and Rodriguez will distribute.
Yeah, again, Wilkin, very aggressive goalkeeper, and he is not afraid to go offensively, and he's got a rocket of a left foot, so something for the Blast to keep an eye on.
Ramus drags it through. He gets pushed to the turf. Belliard called for the foul.
Ramus is taking a beating today, Paul.
He's worked hard up top. This is a good restart opportunity for the Blast here.
All right, Blast fans and you scouts, it's time to get up and make some noise for your Baltimore Blast. Let's go, Blast! Let's go, Blast! Let's
Drive by Pereira into the wall is blocked. Rodriguez to the corner. Rivera back for Sila. Juan Pereira. For Mello far side. Sila chips it into the corner.
Such a good pass by Omar.
Steal, Porch, in, gets run off. Wilkin makes the save. He goes down, he's injured. I don't even think Chad Porch touched him. Goalkeeper distribution. Here's Miller. Miller gets double teamed and commits the foul. Blast triggered in with 3 minutes left. Ramus far side. Gets a step on the turn, gets taken down. Chavez keeps it alive. Wilkin plays it forward with 2:50 left. Miller just wide as he stepped over. Chavez flicks it to the middle. Ospina can't quite get there. Utica City takes it back with 2.5 to play. Bramus steals. Bramus from behind the yellow shoots it up into the mesh. Goalkeeper distribution for Utica City. Wilkin was off the line there, and Bramus tried to catch him, but he got under it.
Back and forth action in the second half of this third quarter. Both teams really going at each other.
Nice job. Chalier holds it up in the corner. Now loses the handle, but just in time to get it back. Shot save Rodriguez. Frater Gets pushed from behind. Foul called here on Alves. Porch. Pereira. Good settle by Guevara, but it's taken away.
That was a tough ball. A tough ball into Guevara.
It was a good job for Harwood just to settle it.
It was. That was a very tough ball to control.
Great give and go for Tavares. He gets pushed off. Good play by Sila. Plays it to the middle, but he turns it over. Couldn't find Mello, and now Pinal with the chance. Sergio tries to turn, gets a step. And good play by Pereira to get over and block that shot from Pinal. And we're going to kick in for Utica City with 1:27 left in the third.
Pinal definitely wanted that on his left foot. For the most part, the Blast have done a really good job keeping Pinal quiet as, again,
Mello,
what a move by Mello.
Mello goes nutmeg. Mello in right on Wilkin the save. Quick distribution. Shot, goal. Unbelievable distribution from Wilkin. And Spur puts it home to make it 10-6.
Just like that, you go from one side to the other, Paul, and Mello with a cheeky nutmeg couldn't finish. And then Wilkins, like you said, amazing distribution, and nutmegs Rodriguez down the other end.
3 straight goals for Utica City.
Rodriguez is going to want that one back for sure. That's definitely one he will want to save.
Time of the goal, 13:44.
Utica's within 4, Paul.
So what once was a 10-2 game, or I should say a 10-3 game, is now 10-6. Blast on it with 45 left in the quarter. Trying to thread the needle there for Thompson, but couldn't quite get there, and a foul called on Thompson. It'll be a free kick for Utica City with 37 seconds left.
Paul, the Blast have had some blown leads this year, so it's definitely not comfort time for Baltimore.
The ball by Sila. Frater puts it into the mesh. Off the distribution. Huge miss there for Kavan Frater.
Great ball from Juan Pereira. You have to finish that. If nothing else, just to stop the bleeding a bit and take the momentum away from Utica.
Shot here up into the crowd, so it's a goalkeeper distribution with 11.5 seconds left. And Rodriguez will fire it into the midfield. Good ball, Bramuse. Welly turns the corner. Welly works on Olava. 3 seconds. That's going to do it here for the third quarter. So Utica City wins that quarter. The Blast scored the first 2 goals, but Utica City comes back and scores the last 3 to make this a game. It's 10-6 Blast as we head to quarter number 4 after the break.
ASL, give it up for your Baltimore Blast cheerleaders.
There's one thing I want you to do for me.
What?
Come here.
What?
Win. Win.
What are we waiting for?
No one comes into our house and pushes us around.
Let me ask you something, Mr. Campbell.
Uh-huh.
What kind of power you got?
Oh, man, you know I got some soul power.
This could be the greatest night of our lives.
We shut them down because we can.
They don't know your heart.
It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
Let's go! Let's go!
Let's get ready to rumble!
As they just missed there.
So Wilkin aggressive from the start. And if you're Baltimore, you're going to have to expect that the whole quarter.
Porch goes down, foul called. A foul fest. 13 fouls in that third quarter, and we pick right up where we left off here in the fourth. Oh, it's Mello and Sila on this. Porch couldn't quite get over top of it. And it's a goalkeeper distribution for Utica City.
It's a very high variant free kick there. If you're Baltimore, I think you can come up with something a little safer than that.
Out comes Utica City. Chance here. Sheeler across, he just misses the far side to Shara cut across.
Great look for Shalier.
And then Chavez tried to play it off the boards on that far side and went into the crowd, so.
Baltimore very fortunate. That was a wonderful ball by Shalier across the mouth of the goal.
So Utica City pushing here early on in the fourth. Shalier back for Spur. Santos. You know, mark that play down, Brad. In the third quarter where Mello broke out 3-on-1. Put it right on Wilkin, and then Wilkin distributed for the goal 2 seconds later. That was a huge turning point. Spur goes down the wing, crosses in front.
Empty net. Empty net.
Frater, Wilkin, Frater. Wilkin kicks it away. And Utica City sweeps it away. Cross in front, it almost happened again as Spur just missed.
Again, Baltimore fortunate on the counterattack there. Espina caught ball watching and his man.
Shalier turns it over again. Chavez pushes from behind by Stevens, another foul. Free kick blast. Nico Williams on the field for the first time. Wilkin picks it up off the turn. Fires it downfield. Pinal's there. Pinal heads it over the glass. We'll get another free kick for the Blast. So some good pressure from Utica City, but can't find the back of the net yet. Sela stolen away. Stevens on a run. Down the wing on a turn, and Rodriguez right there for the Blast. Good recovery that time from the Blast D.
So Baltimore needs to expect the high press from Utica now for the rest of the quarter, because Utica's going to need to try and turn the Blast over, as you can see right here.
Sela flicks it for a great ball up ahead by Thompson. Thompson makes a run. Mello comes off. Thompson far side, couldn't get a foot on it. Miller loses the handle. Blast keep it alive and take it away. Porch.
It's a good matchup for Porch here on Pinal.
Gets a step, goes around two defenders, and settles things down for the Blast. Porch is wide open. Couldn't quite get it there. Porch, though, recovers. Good ball far side for Guevara. Spina. Thompson. Guevara. Spina. Far side. Oh, great recovery. And Wilkin was able to dive across the crease to make the play as Thompson was lurking far side. Good job, Blast. Hold the ball for a minute and 15 seconds there.
They were. Utica was absolutely gassed that shift. Again, this fourth quarter, both teams have the long change. They were very fortunate to get the goalkeeper, get the ball there so they can make a change. They were very tired.
Blast taken away. Thompson off the turn. Nascimento. Good battle here by Utica City. They take it away. Chance.
Utica had Alves wide open far post. They didn't see him.
Gio now off the boards in front. That's kicked out of play by Nascimento. Defensive clearance, top of the arc restart for Utica City. Mistake there by the Blast.
Yeah, these are the little things that'll catch up to you, especially in the fourth quarter. Do not want to give Utica good looks on the net. And Nascimento just kicks out over the boards for a top of the arc restart. Good opportunity for Utica.
Here's Santos. He'll call a timeout. Gives us a chance to tell you about MASL Monday. Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and YouTube and CBS Sports Galazzo Network. Alex Bastianowski and Phil Levanco. Joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. That's MASL Monday. And disagree with the call tonight. We've had 2 goals disallowed. You might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review with Phil Levanco and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Catch it every Friday on YouTube. Boy, has this game settled down. We had 4 goals in the first, 5 minutes of the third quarter? And since then, we've played a whole 15 without a goal.
Yeah, both teams going back and forth, and I thought Utica's been doing a pretty good job, again, pressing high, which they need to when you're down, and the initiation of Wilkin coming forward, again, has been dangerous for Utica.
Actually, check that. Spurs scored at 13:44, so Utica got that late goal to make it 10-6 off the 3-on-1 transition play. But the Blast, it's been a while for the Blast since they scored, and really, it's been a combination of Utica City really pushing forward and then the Blast not finishing when they've had chances.
Yeah, the Blast really did a great job in that first half in finishing the chances, not so much in the second. And we'll see what Utica drew up in the timeout.
Here we go. Alves will trigger it. Just a quick sweep. That's blocked. Reload. That's no good. It bounces to the outside, and Blast come out with it. Try to thread it through. Pereira can't get it through to Mello. Double team on the far side, and the Blast dig it out. Some good one-touch soccer to get it free and with some space. Back heel by Thompson clears the zone to relieve some pressure, and here comes Wilkin. 10 to play. Blast lead it by 4. Wilkins' distribution blocked by Porch. This one headed away. Nascimento settles. Porch. Nascimento on the run. Mellow Porch shot blocked. They say off the chest. And we're going to call a foul here on Utica City, but they're going to say it's outside the box. And we're going to get...
This might be a penalty kick. Oh, no, they're moving top of the arc. Okay.
Here's a replay. That's 2 minutes. He just basically tackled him in the box. I mean, if you're going to throw a flag...
I agree. If I was a Blast, I'd throw a flag there. There was no doubt in that.
That's absolutely absurd. Wilkin just tackled him in the box. Pass here. Wilkin collides with Guevara. Now, Sela gets involved. Now, Wilkin just puts his finger in Guevara's face.
This is going to be very interesting, Paul. They're going to go to replay here. I think we could have a couple of ejections here.
Now, Sela is going at it with Olava. Well, some more pushing and shoving.
Wilkin went after Guevara on the ground, and then Sela came in after that. So this is a lot for the officials to unpack here.
I agree, Brad. I think there could be some players leaving this game. And then remember, tomorrow at 3 o'clock, there may be some guys not participating. And here's the thing, if it involves Wilkin, remember, Williams got hurt. If he somehow is involved here and gets ejected.
Yeah, it all started, Wilkin came out, hits Guevara from behind in the back of the head.
Yeah.
And then when Guevara was on the ground, Wilkin stands over top of him. And then Omar Sela comes in. Yeah, a lot to unpack here for the officials. I would be shocked if they don't go to the replay. They're talking with each other at midfield.
Well, there's having a discussion here. .9:30 left. Blast still lead it by 4, 10-6. But some things need to be sorted out here, which could change the complexion of this game.
No love lost when it's these two teams playing. Again, Utica, Baltimore, always physical games. It's been physical from the get-go. And spilled out here with 9:30 left in the fourth quarter.
13 fouls in the third, and nothing much has changed here early on in the first 5.5 minutes here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you could kind of see where this was going, and officials still discussing here, and we're gonna get a call here.
Penalties on this. Blue card, Utica goalkeeper. Blue card, number 2, Baltimore. Additionally, 19, Baltimore with a blue card. Additionally, a red card to Baltimore number 2 for leaving the bench to be involved in an altercation.
You say
the referee is reviewing to confirm everything.
David Bascom's furious because I don't think did Sela leave the bench?
They're saying Sela left the bench. He was on the field. So he didn't join off the bench. So I don't know if we can get some clarification on that. Because Sela was on the field.
He was in the middle of everything. Here's the replay. Look, there's Omar Sela playing the ball.
Right. So he didn't come off to join.
So he was on the field. There you see Wilkin. Like, how is that not?
Wilkin hits him in the back of the head. So if anything, I see 2 red cards, but
I mean, if you give Sela a red card, you have to give Wilkin a red card. But again, you saw the replay. Sela was the one that played the ball into the box.
Yep, so I'm sure they will rectify that because he did not join off the bench. But we'll see if anything changes after they look at the full replay.
Here's the punch right here. Well, he didn't really hit him in the back of the head. There's Sela. He comes in from behind. Blast fans frustrated. Remember, last time we were here, Brad, Nick
The result
Pereira was...
of the discipline will stay the same. However, the red card to number 2 is for violent conduct, not leaving the bench.
So Sela is ejected for violent conduct. And we'll have to wonder, will Sela be available now for tomorrow?
No, he will
get suspended for tomorrow's game, right?
Yeah, he'll be suspended.
Omar's day is done.
I have a feeling we're going to see that on under review, Paul. I guarantee you we will see that on under review.
And
nevertheless.
So does this mean that there's no free kick for the Blast? I guess it's just a goalkeeper distribution now?
That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. So craziness here in the latter parts of this game as
it's going to be 4-on-4, and Blast fans a little bit frustrated. This is the second straight game where an opposing player has initiated a melee here in Baltimore, and the Blast have gotten punished for it. There'll be a goalkeeper distribution. Alves will be the keeper as the 6th attacker, because I don't think right now with Wilkin in the box, the Utica City Football Club doesn't have a keeper. Quick shot here, that's blocked. Blast come out with it. Thompson gets stood up at the yellow. Now steal. Pereira deflected wide. Spur got a piece of that and saves Utica City for now. Alves.
Yeah,
You
you made a great point, Paul, with Wilkin in the box. Utica City does not have a goalkeeper available right now.
Alves drags it. Santos trips it far side. Penal gets a step, shoots, save. Blast keep it alive. Porch has the advantage. Chad in. Chad leaves it. Pereira scores. Pereira from Porch.
So unselfish from Chad Porch. He could have taken that himself. And he picked his head up there and gave it to Juan Pereira, slots at him.
Nothing Alves could do there. Blast lead it 11-6. Utica City now started with under a minute left in the Miners. And Pereira gets pushed off, foul called.
And we stay 4v4, Paul, by the way.
Porch. Back for Rodriguez. Clear for Thompson. Back for Porch. And Blast are going to rag some time here as they extend their lead to 5. Mello with a quick turn. He gets double teamed and gives it away. Chance here. Alava off the boards in front, and Pereira got a piece.
What a save by Juan Pereira.
Well, Mello couldn't play it back to his keeper, and then Utica City couldn't take advantage. Alves, far side shot, that's blocked. Ball comes free. Pereira, the block at the yellow. Thompson gets in front of Pinal. Double team, and penalties are over. Shalier gets there first and scores. Shalier came out of the box, and he had the advantage because he was closer, and Guevara couldn't make it up.
I was just going to say that, Paul. The way the boxes are oriented, both players leave the box at the same time. Shalier has about a 10-yard head start, and he gets to the ball first and puts it in for Utica.
So Utica City, a big goal there to get it back to 4. Saw the elbow there to Pereira. How's that not a foul? I mean, if you're the Blast, throw the flag. There it is. Blast throw the challenge flag as Pereira got elbowed in the face. Well, maybe not. They threw it on the field and they brought it back out.
Paul, I actually think one of the players grabbed it out of David Basco's pocket and threw it.
Well, maybe. Maybe it was Juan. All right, we'll take a timeout, come back with fourth quarter action here in Baltimore.
This is where Anne feels most comfortable. But when she started to feel uncomfortable, this is the MedStar Health Urgent Care team that stepped in and consulted with a specialist, then connected her to a leading cardiologist that diagnosed her blocked artery that could be unblocked with life-saving surgery that allowed Anne to heal more quickly, getting her back to where her heart belongs. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Fidelity Building Services Group is a national technical services provider for commercial, industrial, and institutional facilities. Our team delivers proactive, world-class service and innovative building solutions, including HVAC services, design build, engineered retrofits, smart building controls, system integration, energy consulting, emergency power generation, and award-winning mission-critical nationwide.
Welcome back to Baltimore. Blast lead at 11-7. Midway through the fourth here. Penalties are over. Everybody's out of the box. Omar Steele's day is done, though. He is in the Blast locker room after picking up the red card for violent conduct.
And Brian Wilkin back in the net for Utica.
Guevara, good job to keep it from getting into the box. Plays it far side. Thompson, toe poke. That's locked into the crowd. We're going to kick in for the Blast. A big loss for the Blast. Silo, one of their best players. He's out for the rest of this one and probably tomorrow, right?
And what you don't want to see for Baltimore is it's a defender, Paul, right? Little slim in the defended position.
Move by Guevara. Puts it up into the crowd. Nice little flick on there by Jairo to get a chance.
Right, the Blast a little slim in the defender department at the present time.
They see O'Neal Fisher play tomorrow. Blast just signed Fisher. Played for the Rovers in TST. Porch with the steal. He digs it out of the corner. There's it all the way back, Rodriguez. And Chad gets it right back. He gets held by Teixeira. Now the ball goes off a Porch and it's a turnover. Chance here, Miller drags it. Plays it far side. Alava plays it back. Well, Teixeira keeps it alive, and Utica City clears it all the way back to Wilkin.
Surprised Wilkin isn't being more aggressive. He's staying back in the goal crease.
6 minutes left. Now it'll come up.
Oh, here he goes.
He'll drive it. Nascimento clears. Pereira to the corner. Alava chases. Good battle with Pereira. Lava tries to get out. Tavares using a lot of energy here. Miller gets it upfield. 5:40 left. Really an uphill battle, Brad, because it's a short field, but 4 goals is a lot, no question about it.
It is. They just did a really nice job of handling that pressure from Baltimore and maintaining possession, which they're going to need to do. Obviously, they want to limit turnovers.
Far side. Tavares tries a back heel. That's knocked away. Here's Porch. Porch takes a look. And Cemento runs forward, and Blast will try to drag some time here. Thompson, far side Mello. He'll play it back with under 5 to play. Blast more than content to drag some time.
Very nice veteran move by Mello there. Didn't need to press in the corner. Played it back, and Baltimore maintained the possession.
Last play, keep away. Near steal now. Pinal does steal it. Rodriguez does well to battle. Thompson with some help. He's able to turn. Patrick Thompson up the boards. Keeps it alive. Chavez. Can't turn. 2-on-3. Chavez will get back defensively on Tavares and take it away.
Great hustle. Great hustle by Alejandro.
Blast rolling another minute off the clock. Approaching 4 minutes to play. Another near steal. Mello, though, keeps it alive. Plays it far corner.
Blast sloppy. Sloppy in their defensive third.
Pereira. And finally, Rodriguez just pounces on it. And they can all stand there as long as they want because the clock keeps running. Blast make changes and they get Porch back on the field. Porch will cross over. Gets held by Genrich. Gets tripped by Genrich. Finally, Gangwin digs it out. Vermoose fights forward in the corner, and well, he takes it away. Now he loses it.
Yeah, he needed to hold on to it there. It's counterattack for Utica.
Spur can't thread the needle. And Rodriguez lets it roll all the way to the goal line. We approach 3 to play. Blast are just doing a great job of just running the clock here. Vermoose.
Yeah, Utica's going to have to start getting in desperation mode here with just under 3 minutes.
Vermoose pulls it back, shoots, that's blocked. Thought he could have found Mello there. Here comes Utica. Now Utica's going to have to think about 6th attacker here. They're going to play it back, and I think Wilkins will call timeout.
Yeah.
And he'll call timeout with 2:36 left. I'll tell you what, Brian Wilkins has come out of the box. I don't know if he had like 5 or 6 energy drinks on the bench there, but he's been fired up ever since he got on the field.
I'll tell you what, Paul, for a guy who thought he was having the day off today, right? He's really been a spark since he came on for the injured Snare Williams and done really well for them. So Utica down 4 with less than 3. They're really going to have to push it here.
Blast and Utica City have exchanged goals here in the 4th. Pereira from Porch and then Chalier for Utica City. And I'll tell you what, Brad, Chalier's had a big game today. 2 goals and an assist for the Brazilian. 6 goals and 2 assists now on the season.
Chalier's been great. Second-year guy. Did wonderful for Utica as a rookie last year. I don't know if you can really tell on the broadcast. He is such a lanky, long player. Very tough to defend. He's quick, good skills. He's a really, really good player.
All right, 2:36, and Utica City will go 6th attacker. It's going to be Alves who will wear the jersey. Sort things out. And here we go. Blast will pressure. Santos plays it back.
Interesting. Blast pressing high on the 6 attacker, hoping to get a turnover.
And they do.
Yeah.
Dump it to the corner.
Interesting strategy there for Baltimore.
Nascimento flicks it. Still high and then headed over the glass. There's no chance that's Utica City ball, but they're going to give it to him as the ball was headed out of play. Do we challenge the possession? Because there's no chance that was Utica City ball. Shot here is deflected. Still kept alive and back out. Alvis.
You want to watch Pinal on this far side. There he is with the ball.
The Blast force him to make a tough pass. Gets it to the corner, nice play. Santos under 2 to play. Blast have already ragged off about a minute here. Spur, forced back. Utica City still hasn't taken a shot, and we're a minute in and they turn it over. Mello, Pereira, goal. That'll do it. Juan Pereira in the 4th puts this one away. This one from Mello, and the Blast lead at 12-7.
Defensive masterclass right there by the Blast. As you see, Utica trying to work the ball. Blast really defending well. And 6 attacker turnover, Mello to Pereira, and just an easy goal for Baltimore.
Does it get any better defensively? The Blast ragged a minute, stole the ball, and scored without Utica City getting a shot on goal.
Yeah, you know, Utica, obviously, they don't want to turn the ball over. I thought they were a little too deliberate there. Down 4.
All right, so Utica City. Silva on the far side. Good defense by Pereira. Alvis is going to have to come back and get this one in the defensive end.
I think there could be an interesting game tomorrow.
Utica City tomorrow. Santos puts it into the crowd. The Blast will have to figure things out defensively without Omar Sila. As chips off the crossbar and Mello heads it into the crowd.
Thought Rodriguez had one there.
The goalkeeper distribution here. Wilkin comes back in to distribute, and he'll stay on. Spur now. Wilkin to the middle. Shot, Rodriguez save. Nascimento clears it over the boards. Off the glass and out, so we'll get a kick in for Utica City with 35 seconds left. 3 o'clock tomorrow. More goals, more action, more physicality. These two squads will square off up in New York.
Yeah, both clubs will take the long bus ride up to Utica for that afternoon start tomorrow. And after the...
Oh, what a shot and what a save by Rodriguez. Rebound is headed up, and Rodriguez comes down with it with 23 to play. Julian puts it down. Julian wanted a goal. Doesn't get it. Now he'll race back into goal.
What a strike that was by the Utica Silva, I believe.
I guess you could do that when you're up 5, right? Foul here on Utica City. Now, Pinal's got to be careful here. I mean, this game's over. You got to start thinking about tomorrow.
Yeah, Pinal's, he's the main guy for Utica, and the team and the fans don't want to see him out, so smartly pulling him off onto the bench.
Cemento flicks it forward. It goes out of play with 2.8 left. So Sparrow triggered in. That'll do it. Blast win it. 12-7 in a matinee here in Baltimore.
physical affair here in Baltimore. And Baltimore started off really well. Utica came back, tried to make a run, but in the end, Baltimore just too much here. Ultimately coming out victorious here at SECU Arena.
Well, we spotlighted early in the game, Brad. You know, the storyline for the Blast this year, obviously Omar Sila, the emergence of him, and then but Melo, and then his re-emergence this year, and Melo was huge for the Blast today.
Yeah, Melo was fantastic. It's, you know, like I said, that's going to be tough for the Blast having Sila out if he is going to have to serve the suspension, which I would believe he would. Not only for how great he's been playing, but again, the Blast pretty slim on defenders currently.
Let's take a look. Julian Rodriguez played well for the Blast today. Let's take a look at the save of the game from Rodriguez. And Utica City down the wing, and a tremendous save there, and then the rebound save as well for Julian. He went into the fourth quarter with 10, and he had a big fourth quarter for the Blast as well.
Yeah, it was that rebound there. Good reaction save.
Well, outstanding performance from Rodriguez, and we talked about our player of the game, Melo, with the first half hat trick, and then the assist that really put the game away.
Yeah, we've talked about Melo all broadcast. He's just been big for Baltimore this year, and again here tonight.
You see this one, great feed from Guevara to start things off today. And then he had the assist to Pereira at the end from the Blast's 12th goal. 3 goals and an assist for Melo today. 11 goals and 9 assists on the season for Jonathan Melo. All right, come back. Next home game for the Blast is this coming Saturday night. It's a sellout, and the Sockers are in town again here in Baltimore. A rematch from last week's win by the Sockers. Should be a good one on Saturday night. Don't forget, tune in tomorrow, or make it out if you're watching from Utica. Make it out to the game tomorrow, 3 o'clock, as Utica and Baltimore do battle again tomorrow up in New York. That's going to do it for us here in Baltimore. For Brad Crosley, I'm Paul Mittermeier saying so long. Once again, our final score, Blast 12, Utica 7. You've been watching MASL Soccer on
This is TU, where big college promises turn into life-changing action. Opportunity here isn't pie-in-the-sky thinking. It's out there in the world doing. Potential isn't in the future. It's now, in every line of code, in every creative spark. And discovery isn't starting from scratch. It's digging in to your existing momentum. Join a community of doers and grab life by the stripes at Towson University.
Okay. Great. Good. Ready for something new? Yeah.
How about new games from the Maryland Lottery that are letting you go for the gold, like the Keno Team USA Second Chance promotion? From now until February 22nd, enter Keno tickets into My Lottery Rewards for a chance to win a trip for 2 to the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles or a Team USA merchandise pack.
I meant like a new workout. Yeah.
Play today.
As parents, we want to put our children on the right path, one that leads them to become intelligent, responsible, compassionate adults. That path begins with a Catholic education. Catholic schools inspire academic excellence with a balanced curriculum that integrates music, arts, world language, and Catholic faith, while challenging students in the areas of science, math, and technology. Help your child reach their full potential. Enroll in a Catholic school today.
This is where Anne feels most comfortable. But when she started to feel uncomfortable, this is the MedStar Health Urgent Care team that stepped in and consulted with a specialist, then connected her to a leading cardiologist that diagnosed her blocked artery that could be unblocked with life-saving surgery that allowed Anne to heal more quickly, getting her back to where her heart belongs. Star Health, it's how we treat people.